We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita. We are on Adi-Lila, chapter 2, text 22. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we have been hearing in this verse, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is giving so many evidences from the Shastras which point out that Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna himself, Shyam Sundar Krishna himself. So what does it mean? That we should not cheaply accept anyone as God or incarnation of God. Everybody will be calling themselves God in this Kali Yuga. But we should see, my dear sir, how was the constellation at the time when you were born? How were the planets arranged? You know, we can see that whenever Krishna is born, Lord Chaitanya is born, the whole planetary system, they are arranged in the most auspicious manner to indicate that this is the Supreme Lord who's coming. And then the Vedas, the scriptures, they point out, okay, Krishna is going to come at this time. Then Lord Chaitanya, who's Krishna himself, is going to come at this time. So in the Vedic scriptures is mentioned, and it is confirmed by the pure devotees. So let's read on from Srimad Bhagavatam, 11 Canto, chapter 5, text 33, 34, and 7, 9, 38. So this verse is repeated twice in Srimad Bhagavatam. Deyam sada paribhava ganam abhishtadoham tirthas padam shiva vrinchinutam sharanyam vrityartiham pranatta pala bhavabdipotam Vande Mahapurusha Te Charanarvindam. We offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of him, the Lord, upon whom one should always meditate. He destroys insults to his devotees. He removes the distresses of his devotees and satisfies their desires. He's the abode of all holy places and the shelter of all sages, is worshipable by Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. He's the boat of the demigods for crossing the ocean of birth and death. So here, Srimad Bhagavatam is saying that offer respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of the Lord. That is the way we approach a respectable personality, a superior authority. That we approach them by first approaching their lotus feet. You know, although the Lord is absolute, there is no difference between his feet and his face, but as a matter of humility, as a matter of respect, etiquette, we approach him by first looking at his lotus feet, then gradually raising our vision to his different parts of the body and up to his face. And then what does the Lord do? He destroys the insults to his devotees. He removes the distresses of his devotees and satisfies their desires. So we are always thinking, I have this desire, I have that desire, I should do this, I should do that. But if we just become a devotee of Krishna, he satisfies all our desires. He removes all our distresses. We are always trying at each moment to ward off the distresses which come to us, distresses of the body and mind, distress caused to us by other living entities, and distress caused to us by material nature. At each moment, we are trying to get away from these distresses, you know. It's like how somebody keeps hurling some things at you, and then we are trying to dodge it. You know, that's how our position is in the material nature. And when we dodge something and for that moment, nothing hit us, we are like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm enjoying so much. Little do we know that another thing is coming straight to hit us. You know, but all these distresses can be removed just by taking shelter of Krishna. Then he's the abode of all the holy places and shelter of all sages. So the holy places, they also worship the Supreme Lord. They are also, they are holy. Why? Because they are places of pastimes of the Supreme Lord. And then the sages, of course, they all take shelter of the Supreme Lord. And then even Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva and all the demigods, they take shelter of him. That's the only way we can get out of this ocean of birth and death. Only when we surrender to Krishna, only when we take shelter of Krishna. Surrender to Krishna begins when we start chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. So only when we do that can we cross this ocean of birth and death. So then Srimad Bhagavatam continues. Tyakva sudustyaja sure Shita Rajya Lakshmim Dharmishta Arya Vachasa Yad Agat Aranyam Maya Mrigam Daita Ye Sitam Anvadhavad Vande Mahapurusha Te Charana Ravindam. We offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of the Lord, upon whom one should always meditate. He left his householder life, leaving aside his eternal consort, whom even the denizens of heaven adore. He went into the forest to deliver the fallen souls who are put into illusion by material energy. So this is referring to Lord Chaitanya. We offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of the Lord. He left his householder life. So Lord Chaitanya, he took up sannyas. Although his wife was Lakshmi Devi herself, but he sacrificed everything. Why? So that he could spread the chanting of the holy name. For us, deliver the fallen souls, we who are put into the illusion of material energy. So for our benefit. So then, I'm sorry, those above two verses, they are from Canto 11, text 5. Text chapter 5, 33 and 34. And then now the Canto 7 is here, Prahlad said. So this is the one of Canto 7. Prahlad Maharaj, he said, Itham nirtirya grishi deva jahasavatarer lokan vibhavasyasi hamsi jagat pratipan dharmam mahapurusha pashi yuganuvarvritam Chana Kalau Yad Abhavas Triyugo Atha Satvam. My Lord, you kill all the enemies of the world in your multifarious incarnations, in the families of men, animals, demigods, rishis, aquatics, and so on. Thus, you illuminate the worlds with transcendental knowledge. In the age of Kali, O Mahapurush, you sometimes appear in a converted incarnation. Therefore, you are known as Tri Yuga, one who appears in only 3 yugas. So Prahlad Maharaj, when he was offering the prayers to Nrsimhadev, then in his prayers, he mentioned this verse that you appear in Kali Yuga, O Mahapurush, and as a covered incarnation. Covered incarnation because in Kali Yuga, when Lord Chaitanya comes, then he comes as a devotee. He does not declare himself that he is the Supreme Lord. His activities are to show us how to approach the Lord, how to become devotees. And that's the reason he's known as Tri Yuga sometimes, that he comes only in Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga, and Dwapar Yuga. Because in Kali Yuga, he's coming as a covered incarnation. So we can see that the authorities have pointed out to us that Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself. From the Krishna Yamala Tantra, Punya Kshetre Navadvipe Bhavishyami Sachi Sutaha. I shall appear in the holy land of Navadvip as the son of Sachi Devi. So this is from Krishna Yamala Tantra, that there's a prediction that Krishna, he will come as the son of Sachi Devi. So Mother Sachi, she is the mother of Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya appeared in Navadvip 500 years ago. And so this prediction was made so many thousands of years ago that he will come. What will his mother's name be and where will he appear? From the Vayu Puran, Kalau Sankirtana Rambe Bhavishyami Sachi Sutaha. In the age of Kali, when the Sankirtana movement is inaugurated, I shall descend as the son of Sachi Devi. So here again, Krishna is predicting that Sankirtana movement, to inaugurate the Sankirtana movement in the age of Kali, he will come as the son of Mother Sachi. And that is Lord Chaitanya. From the Brahma Yamala Tantra, Athavaham Daradhame Bhutva Mad Bhakta Rupadrek Maya Yam Cha Bhavishyami Kalo Sankirtana Sankirtan Agame. Sometimes I personally appear on the surface of the world in the garb of a devotee. Specifically, I appear as the son of Sachi in Kali Yuga to start the Sankirtan movement. So many times Krishna has said he's going to come as Lord Chaitanya in Kali Yuga. Where will he come? In Navadvip. What will his mother's name be? Sachi Mata. He's saying this thousands of years ago before actually it happens. From the Ananta Samhita, Yave Bhagwan Krishna Radhika Prana Vallabha Shrishti Adavsa Jagannatho Gaura Asin Maheshwari. The Supreme Person, Sri Krishna himself, who is the life of Sri Radharani and is the Lord of the universe in creation, maintenance, and annihilation, appears as Gaura, O Maheshwari. So this is coming from Ananta Samhita, that Sri Krishna appears as Gaura. Lord Gaura is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He's called Gaura because of his golden complexion. Any questions or comments or anything to add? Any doubts?
No, thank you.
Okay, so then we should have firm faith that Lord Gauranga, he is Krishna himself. He came to give us freely the love of God. He said, just chant the Hare Krishna mantra and you will get love of God. That's what he said. Because he knows in Kali Yuga, we do not have the qualification. We do not have the qualification to chant the Vedic mantras, to understand the Vedic mantras. Our minds are so disturbed. We do not have the qualification to sit down in meditation. We do not even have thousands of years to be able to sit in meditation. So he just said, chant the holy name, Sankirtana movement. We chant in the association of devotees. So we chant ourselves and we encourage others to chant. Spread the holy name to others. So let's stop here for today for Caitanya Caritamrita. Okay, thank you so much for joining.
I just wanted to add one thing. Amrendra Prabhu said that there are the 3 do's and the 1 don't on the path of bhakti from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the first one, as you mentioned, chanting and hearing. And then the second one is reading the scriptures, and especially the Srimad Bhagavatam every single day with understanding, devoting your time, listening. And then the third one is association. And the only one single don't is that do not criticize anybody. That's what Amrendra Prabhu said. And he said that the criticizing is very, very powerful in itself. It takes away all your Bhakti Lata Beej. It destroys every part of your devote. Like it has the power to take you back. Like a lot of, it just pushes you away. You will be there because you have done bhakti, but all the anarthas come up. And so just don't criticize. You don't have to take a garbage bag of any person. Don't be just try to be a beautiful bee, not like a mosquito who's collecting the garbage. So you don't have to find the faults in any person. And he said a very beautiful thing. If you find the fault in somebody, then pray to Krishna. Oh, my dear Krishna, you showed me that I shouldn't do this. You're showing me, because our life is very, very small, to commit every mistake and then learn from it. So if we see faults in others, then we should pray to Krishna, and we should pray immediately that Krishna, thank you, that at least I'm seeing this and I shouldn't do this. Help me not to commit this mistake. Please, my dear Krishna, Radharani. So he mentioned it very beautifully. I'm just able to narrate it maybe 1%.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing such important instructions. Thank you. So we will end on that note then. Thank you for joining in. Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.